Hi mate, welcome back to Technivia. Today we will dive deep into for each loop, walk through real world example and compare it to be for loop so you know which one is to use and when. For each loop is used to iterate over each element in a collection like arrays, list or output from a camlets. You don't have to worry about counting, indexing or boundaries. Let's start with the basics array of color. Here I declare array of color with variable red, green and blue. Then I declare for each loop with the condition color in colors, which here the colors as the collection, and I am writing output using write host color color. So let's run this code. If I run this code, we will get the result like this: color red, green and blue. Imagine you want to list all .txt files in a directory and perform an action. We can simply do this by this code. Let's run and I will explain it later. If I run this code, it listed all the available .txt files in the folder. How it is working? It is very simple. Here I declare a variable called text files and I assign that variable a value that is using another camlets called getChildItem. The getChildItem will fetch all the child item in a folder that containing this path, and it will only take the value that ending with .txt files. Then our superhero for each loop I initialized. Then I declare another variable called file inside text files using the for each syntax. Then I executed the write host code like this. We can also ping certain IP using this code. Here I created an array of servers with 3 different IPs. Then I used a for loop for each loop. Then I will run this code for the result. Here, for your information, the first IP and the last IP should be ping. Here you can see first IP got ping. Second IP it is failed. It's again ping on the third IPs. But you might wondering, since I have a for loop, why should I use for each loop? Or why our genius PowerShell developers developed for each loop since we having access to for loops? I will show a simple example of colors. Let's imagine you want to list the colors using for loops in this code. Here it will work. We will see it is working. But notice how we had to manually manage the index. Here we need to declare the index first and we need to take the property of colors array and length and we manually indexing. And we use colors square bracket I, that is index value, then we will get the result. Here how it is working, it's very simple. If I executed only this block now, it will throw an error, but if I change the value as 0, then executing using F8, it will give me the result red. So the purpose of for each loop is simple: to make and access the defined list or array of data. Did you know there is also a pipeline version of Foreach? We will execute this code and I will explain. If we executed this code, we will get the output like this. The result will be number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4 and 5. Here we declare an object that is containing 1 to 5. Then I pipelined it to for each object, which is a pipelined version of Foreach. Here the $sign is represent the current object in the pipeline. This version is used with command output or ranges piped in. You need to avoid some common mistakes while using for each loop. One of the mistakes, the user's value or whatever that you taking value for each loop should be declared at first, and don't try to modify collections while iterating. PowerShell may throw errors. You can use for each when working with arrays, files, or command output. Avoid modifying the collections while looping. Keep the loop body clean and focused. Command what your loop does, especially if it's doing more than one task. So now you know how to use the for each loop like a pro, and when it is better than a traditional for loop. If this video helped you, give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more PowerShell content, and drop a comment if you have any questions or want to see specific scripts next time. Until next time, happy scripting.